we're good. One minute 40 seconds. Ready for any eventuality, the versatile Protea uses so many gadgets to overcome the odds. Looks like this is done, so we can throw something else in there. Let's get the text. Now, well, I've got Ash claimed. I think there's anything in particular I want. I guess Greedy Pool. We're just too mag to get that done. No open slots. In by ranking up Helminth. Do that just by feeding him, right? It is done. Not sure how you increase him further then, right? Using abilities or subsuming warframes. How do we infuse? So infusing means to put the ability on a frame. Because you can buff with him as well, but I forget what that's called. So you get a free hack. Weird. Get our speed nova. Know what this means. Let's do A and find out. didn't really give me much in the way of affinity, did it? So I fed him 4 frames now. Wait, 3. I've fed him 3. I wanted to do my 4th today, but it wouldn't let me. If I remove this, can I then just get him to put it on again? Will they give me more affinity? I kind of want to test the ability before I do that. So. Let's grab Protea and throw her in here. An over-test elsewhere. A weird looking frame. Let's throw some basic mods on it. I guess she comes with an aura stun? Aura polarity? Interesting. Very little, but you can just take off and add on the same ability. So I could just sit there and spam that to rank him up. May just do that. Chroma's not great. Six cost mod I can throw on. Should put the Ignis on for this, actually. I don't know if her new one is affected by strength or not. It is, so it's not as good as I was hoping it would be. That's annoying because I don't really want to change any of these. Kind of defeats the purpose of putting it on there, I would say. I got no more slots to subsume frames at the moment, so I have to rank it up by doing other stuff. Wow, the duration is fuck all. Do I have low duration as well?
And now, a massive sentient energy
Guess I would, right?
in your area. I advise you to be careful.
It's only 4% anyway, so it's not, or 12%. Particularly noticeable. $24. Is that sprint though?
Those devices draw energy from bomb ballasts. Make use of them.
Your headshot. throw it on Nyx and just go max power strength. Go away, bot. Back to the orbiter. If I could fit a strength build on Nyx or not. Speed. Oh, wisp farming, right? Seeing that I have a build for that. Huh. I don't know, you could buy more of them. So if we kill this, there's also a sprint. Oh, I do have it here. Interesting. So shouldn't have taken everything off. Lightning dash. Really the only super important one. So we also want that, because range doesn't matter. Duration would help. Guess we just start throwing the sprint mods on again. I don't really know how important sliding is. Speed drift, maglev. What's the last one? Cunning drift. Cunning drift is more important. But I could also throw strength on last slot. Let's just look at strength. So Umbrella Intensify would be nice for sure. Maybe we drop Speed Drift and throw that in there. And instead of maglev, I could also throw in a dash power strength, right? Sorry, I just saw it. Put that in there. Slides are not too crazy. Now we go try that again. Oh, I see. So now I know what the ABC thing does. So because I'm in my second config, I don't have access to that ability. Makes sense. It's cool how customizable they're letting it be. I thought it would be you take your data, put it on, anything else to take it off. I didn't know you'd be able to put it in any slot. So if we do this again, but only this, Nix is still the same in other builds. So 160%. I'd say that's definitely noticeable. It was kind of ridiculous. Run out of consequence. Wish the duration was longer. It made it take long to switch. Would have made the problem of people only picking the best abilities even worse. True. I wasn't really expecting them to. I feel like they came up with the best possible option. And I wasn't really expecting that. As usually, they have very good things, but they always have a catch. So for it not to have a catch is pretty good. I guess the catch is you can only use take certain abilities, but I think that's a decent compromise. Really take away from the system. Alright, well that was cool. It'd certainly make the build a lot better, a lot higher strength, ditch a lot of the less useful mods. I'm not gonna do that at the moment. What's this called? Tested mobility. Knew that would happen. Alright, well, interesting. I need to level up Protea to try her out. I think I want to go and do the rep farms first. Mars rep. Go and smash out some Mars rep, and then I'll do the Deimos rep as Protea to get some affinity going. I don't know if it's worth. That is a cool stance there. I don't know if it's worth spamming abilities just to get this to rank up. So all I can do is feed resources and infuse abilities. Next rank I get 10 more slots, so I can level up by subsuming, but until then, I'm kind of screwed, aren't I? That did more affinity than the other ability. Guess it's more expensive. We just ranked up now. Let's re-infuse this. Now I can throw another frame in there. So we get mag subsuming. I already took her, didn't I? Aux. Wait, what? So it's saying it creates that? Just called counts, okay. Jesus Christ. So probably, yeah. I think I wanted to bring the hammer last time, didn't I? If I've got a heavy build for it. This is probably what I was using at the time. Does a finisher count as a heavy attack? No? It's annoying. We fine as is, I guess. Just noticed all these little dots around this planet you can see. Okay. I'm gonna go do Iliad. I should have subsumed. Oh no, I don't have Mirage. Mind. Not yet. So I want to get full XP from here. We'll go and play with Protea. Better. Built for corrosive, so it's not great, but sure if the finisher mod's worth it or not.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Shooting a guy below me. Kinda touched him. Sure what the purpose of this little corridor would be. Guess I can't finish a drone. I know what the mod's called. Just don't know if it's more valuable over what I've already got. Not sure exactly how many I have to scan. Show you scans collected? That used to be a thing. Okay, it's on here, isn't it? 5 scans taken. So I guess that's only showing things that aren't green? I think that number makes sense. You used to be able to cancel the roll animation by going straight into an assassination. Doesn't do working the way I remember it working. Go down. Got 2 over here. We could have brought a melee weapon to level it up. Doing this. Just seen the body flipping around. Excuse me? Oh, that shield drone made a huge difference. Take Samara's target and do it first, and scan the rest, you'll get extra standing. As in for each scan, or just overall? The only problem with doing the Xmas things is... with the Samaras things, is you have to go to less than ideal farming places. That's the main reason I tended to avoid them. extra when completing. But I don't know if that's worth having to spend so much extra time in less than ideal locations. Kind of want to go to the Hoover place I used to go. Like tested it a little bit the other day. But I want to rush to the end and see if that still works. Made 30k total. Just assume all these guys are going to be alert forever and just move on. Next guy's not. Meter off. I like to have like contact heat, but I don't like to be in a hot room. I bought this. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a bladeless fan that doubles as a heater. It was like $500, and the thing is so good at making a room hot. But that just means I have to toggle it on and off all the time because I get roasted. The lowest setting is way too much.
They fought well. Good dance all.
The 23,000 is pretty good. I'm knowing that you can't bullet jump as Ivira to rush to the end. I need to kill 100. Where is it? 100 level 130s. Maybe I'll just try that tomorrow. One more run here will cap us out.
We contracted you with a mark. You are here to find your mark and eliminate the assigned target.
No. I don't want to crawl around, but someone behind me saw me. That's what I get for being impatient. Back to normal. But he was taking cover, but he's just sitting down. There it is. Friendship door. Take that, why not? Oh, that was a copy of a Grenier tile for a moment, but I don't think it is. Oh.
Nice work taking down the VIP.
One shot.
Distraction.
We're still in the clear. No detection for enemy sensors.
Saturn in Cladus? I think I've ever tried that. I don't know if I've unlocked Saturn yet. Have a look if I can ever get out of this menu. Yeah. Not even sure what type of mission that is at the moment. Let's go to Samaris. I think I can buy the last part of Chroma.
The multitude of creatures you
Get him building.
immortalized
Although I need a
with
vault helmet, don't I?
thanks. If they
I guess I need to build, or I can build him. I'll have to build the parts too, so that's fine.
This is how I can help you. Help the sanctuary.
From a Neuro.
May this aid you in the
Build Mirage
search of
next.
many creatures.
So it doesn't sell Mirage Blueprint? Maybe I can just buy that? I've already got it. Already got the blueprint. Ah. Shit. I need Ember Near Optics, Frost Chassis, Siren System. Hey. Need Vault Helmet as well, right? Need Siren Systems. That. And then Chroma himself needs Vault Near Optics. Find out where they come from. Systems. Kayla de Thame. Really? Okay. Of course, that's the rarest piece. What is Dojo? Okay. That's convenient. We only have to farm Kayla. Let's do a bit of that. So I want to get Chroma going ASAP. Remember if there was any trick to her? I think so. I want to try the crack on her though. Aggressive blast? He's probably radiation alloy, right? Alloy armor. I don't think it'll matter at this level. Just go as we are and try it. See if I can portal anymore. You still need points to...
I can tell you understand what an honor this will be to have your tiny neck snapped by the Kayla de Thame. That's why you're so eager.
That's very nostalgic.
I can appreciate that, and so does my audience.
I've done hundreds of like speed runs and challenge runs. To hear that again was kind of interesting. What is this warframe? It's Nova Prime. It's got the corporate skin on her. I can remember how to move here. Remember the Grenier tiles too.
Really want this? Fine, let's do this.
I feel like a bullet jump is so much faster than I remember. What the hell?
My God, you got sacked. The Tenno cheaters have decided to disrespect the rules of Rathum and come after me.
Did I trigger consequence somehow?
Should I show them what we do to
What's the point of portaling if I can just move like that?
I can tell you understand what an honor this will be to have your tiny neck snapped by the Kayla de Thame. That's why you're so eager. I can appreciate that.
Gotta re-remember the boss fight here. Good to see she's still got that that bug. Contorts like crazy.
Let's pick up where we left.
So it's a 22% drop chance.
You can't kill me. I'm Kayla de Thame.
Trying to get Siren systems. What do you mean? Portals? Is that what I'm dropping? See, the waypoint still doesn't load. 2 years later. Certainly hit portal there. Okay, very rusty. Heroes. Wonder what a better pistol would be. I think I have to take consequence off as well, just having that turn on and off. The inconsistency. It makes it much harder to be consistent. Thank you. What's the crit? Oh, it's only for melee, isn't it? Crit on damage. Damage to primary weapons. Kind of curious how much damage the Ignis does to her. Tomb Finger. Good. Also got the Boltus on. I'm not used to that.
I can tell you understand when an
We're good for Nova and Kuva. I've got the attack, should be able to scroll down and see that. Or that Twitch integration thing. Secondary weapon was the Brack just then. Got the Tomb Finger now though. I'll go through there. I forget what this waypoint means. Does it mean I'm going this way? Is there a new door over here? Right, I forgot this door existed. A lot of like weird things to remember with the tiles. Relearning. We had one of the Kuva weapons. I did have the Kuva Brack as a secondary, but I just swapped it. The Ignis isn't bad, but it's not great. I can hit her. 4 or 5 shots with that. Man, you move so crazy fast. Parkour. Gotta readapt to it.
Defeating Kella in front of our audience will show all Vermeer that there is another way.
I think it's not really necessary to have all the parkour mods to be fast. You might be faster without them because you can just portal better. How many warframes do you have? 30. Still missing a few. I'll try it without the telos. The old karma's on there.
I can tell you understand what an honor this will be.
I think I bought all the parts for Lavos, but I haven't built him yet. Saragoth is the only other one I don't have. Oh.
You really want this? Fine.
I don't know what that waypoint means. Going to the middle of nowhere.
Have decided to disrespect the rules.
That pipe tower didn't exist when I was actually speedrunning back in the day. Certainly slows you down.
What we do to cheaters?
I wonder how early you could get on that button.
And what an honor this will be to have That's why you're so eager. I
Is your main? Probably Nova.
so does my
I try to play everything there.
come now. Tenno can't hit harder than
I used to play Ember a lot. Not so much these days. I was gonna get wrecked by a missile there. I only remember her sortie damage. I don't know what this damage is like.
No! You will not!
I'm trying to build Chroma. Just need one of Siren's parts to do it.
No more playing.
I forgot there's a self-stagger, right? On the tomb finger now. Where am I going here?
Nicely done, Tenno. Defeating Kella in front of our audience will show all Vermeer that there is another way.
Chassis. I've got both parts except the one I want. I think the chassis in the Neuros had like 30%. The system's is only 20. Because of course. If I've got a secondary that's better than using. I don't remember half of them. Why would I take limbo? That would just slow me down. I'm curious if the seer or the stubbers will do anything. I think I need radiation cold, but I'm running corrosive heat, so not really going to be fast. What about this tile too? So weird, recognizing everything but not having the muscle memory for navigating it.
Wake up! Sacks! Cheaters have decided to disrespect the rules of Rathum and come after me directly.
Except my bullet jump input.
Should I show them what we do to cheaters?
I think you really want to avoid bullet jumping as much as possible. Got to get up there a bit quicker, but immediately you get Neza slide. The recoil on these is pretty extreme. How long do I play? I stream 3 hours a day. I've played like 6,500 hours total. 2 years off, been playing again for 2 weeks. Not the most efficient weapon in the world. Curious what this damage is like. You can kill me in one shot. Oh. Oh, we got the right door for once. Crazy. Chassis.
Nicely done, Tenno. Defeating Hella in front of our audience.
In Ash. Been extraction for sure. What else we got? I think you can use the Atomos actually. Tomos. Do the puzzles, although I guess you have to reload, and that's the problem. So beam length, some base damage. Super reload. Oh, should write down that I have to get still galvanized mods as well. Get that. Let's go magazine capacity. Contagion to killer, you mean? It's an option. Try this for now, though. Really think it matters. Domination? Blast radius? And what's a heavy hitting primary I could use? Played with the Corinth yet. Weird old build. Protea still building? She finished today. I haven't played her yet though. Really have the former on this to do what I would like to do. Try this maybe. Just see what you think of her ultimate. We'll definitely try it. Use your vids all the time to help me out soloing sorties when I was a noob. 5,000 hours later, still not as quick as me. It's alright. As long as you've come into your own, good. Bit of help. So I guess this is radiation by default. So I'm not going to have room for this, which is what I would like. I've got toxin up the top. It's throwing everything off. Radiation cold. Is this not a crit weapon? I guess not. I think I had all the status mods in because of the way status used to work. I don't know if that's still necessary these days. I'd like to throw that in there, but I guess I can't. It's to 24. Amazing. Did have fatal acceleration in there. Probably not necessary. Hey X. Welcome. Just trying to get Siren systems. Messing around on Dover to see if I can still move. And the answer is not really. Fortunately. I think the main problem is remembering the tiles. I don't have the muscle memory for getting through them anymore. Not even on it. That used to work, it doesn't anymore. Serious? That's 2 shots. Got galvanized mods. I've got them for shotguns and rifles. I think I'm still missing 1 for the rifles, but I don't have pistol mods yet. This is going to be shit because the Deimos apparently doesn't go through the way the Ignis does. I swear it used to. That's just awful. Okay. I don't even want to finish. How else did I used to do them? I guess the operator can do them? With the 6 prism? Probably 627 maybe? I guess it doesn't really matter. None of these increases range, does it? Try that. Hey Lumi. Been playing for about 2 weeks at the moment. So the Exergis was kind of a failed experiment there. Let's take a sniper, I guess. Here's how much this does. Viral. Whatever, we'll try it as this. Assuming that the operator can actually do the things. I don't remember if it can. Coming home and hopping on Warframe hasn't been the best idea for me, since the Sisters of Parvos didn't really slow. That's rough. I think the best thing about Warframe is it's just a really casual way to burn time. Oh, that has toxin. Radiation toxin? Sure, we'll try. Ignis Wraith? Yeah. That's kind of the meta. I was just seeing if there was any other way to get around it.
I can tell you
I don't really have a secondary that one-shots her. I was trying to find a primary that would, and then secondary that was also okay. But apparently the Deimos doesn't do what I was hoping it would do. Where are we going here? Oh. Sure, I meant to do that. So see if operator can do this or not. Operator can't activate this one. I remember that being a problem. I think it works upstairs though. Two-shot with the bow. I think the operator can activate these ones, just not the first one. Let's find out. Seems to trigger a bit slower than the Ignis too. Kinda weird. Loadout's surprisingly good. Can't wait for you to hit Steel Path and fight Zealoid Prelate. I think I'm like 5 or 6 planets into Steel Path, but I don't remember what that enemy is. Slowly working on clearing all the nodes. Where are we going here? I don't remember which paths are most likely to lead to extraction anymore either. There's usually a default way that you will try first.
Nicely done, Tenno. Defeating Kella in front of our audience will show all Grenier that there
Weird, I don't remember entering the tile from that direction before.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Euphona? Yeah, we can try that. Yeah, I played the last few years. Wish Steel Path didn't take 8 years because everything else just felt the same. Yeah. Yeah, we've been fighting for a hard mode for a very long time. Finally got it, but not too little too late. Ignis Race with Punch Tree. Yeah, that's the way I usually do it. It's on Deimos, the final boss there. What was it called? Zealoid Prelate? I don't know if I've done that or not. Anything that I am failing at the moment on Deimos is the ISO vaults. I can't kill the necromechs for shit at the moment. I have enough to upgrade this? Ooh. Do that. It's cold on it. So that's radiation cold now. That. Pet do I have? I do have the viral cat. That's probably fine. Just trying to remember final bosses on Deimos, or any bosses really. I don't know if having enemy radar helped. Maybe it gave me more information on the map. We've got sprint boost now. That means we're going up. Ooh. Very nice. Phantus and Zealoid Prelate? I don't know if I fought them or not. Steelpath Mott feels really good. Gives me the good old days and just a tactic once the enemy spawns are ramped up. Count for power creep. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I do really enjoy Steelpath. Is there a side door? There is. Of course there is. Zealoid was a boss for something else. Nightwave? Nightwave. Hey, systems. I don't remember a Nightwave boss. I only remember the... I keep thinking of Plague Star, which is just Lephantis again, right? Oh, hang on. Isn't the Prelate the one where you have to get the lanterns and you can only kill guys within a certain radius? Is that who I'm thinking of? Hematite, yeah. Yeah, I have fought that. I definitely struggled with that at first. I don't remember how I ended up getting around it. I don't remember what I did. Okay. Systems. The one I fought was definitely a high level. How high? Superpowered version is disgusting. So this guy, right? Yeah, I've already killed him. That was awful. It took me, I think, 3 or 4 like theory crafting attempts for I sort of worked out what to do. Of course, now I've forgotten completely. Been a VOD somewhere. Here's Revenant. Definitely worth a speedrun attempt in the future. That sounds like torture. Did you speedrun with Protea? Yet to use her, so I'm not sure how good she is. I've heard a lot of good things though. So, we got the Vault Neuroptics, which means everything here can be built. Ember Neuroptics are building, Frost Chassis is building, Vault Neuroptics are building, and Siren Systems are building. So tomorrow I'm going to need Argon. Argon to build Chroma, so we'll write that down. First thing tomorrow. 6 minutes? Actually. Breach Surge is way too disgusting to be a helmet in. Choose Will-O-Wisp. What is Breach Surge? Is that a 3? Wisp's 3? Is that Protea's 3? That's 3. Like Will-O-Wisp is Wisp, right? Wisp, yeah. Stun? And that's a great ability. You also get Radial Blind from X-Scale, right? Protea. Right, so what I was going to do, I guess what I will still do, is go and do my rep on Deimos. I'll do the lower level stuff so that I can level Protea as well. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Amazing, you say? That on normal? Actually, I don't know if it affects matchmaking when you actually go out into the bounties on it. It's Radial Blind with bonus damage like Pax Seeker. So on top of just the regular stealth damage, it gives you a multiplier.
To assist.
So that's endless. Can't really do Steel Path, but I can probably do tier 5, right? I don't know if I need any rewards actually. Let's have a look. I don't think so. I don't have the bosses.
See what you're made of.
I don't think.
I'm sure you've apprehended by now that Deimos is not as it should be. Several anomalous objects worthy of study have come up in recent scans. Lloyd can take you through the retrieval process.
Or our Steel Path Mott with a Breach Surge Ash. I have to refarm Wisp to get that. It's going to be a bunch of really annoying farms that I have to do. Again.
Anomalous objects were scanned within this region. Be on the lookout for...
Don't be silly. Retrieving them won't make a difference. Hey, there's a Corpus researcher close by. Retrog soon.
That's 100 ability strength.
If we help him.
Till your next cast. Why are these guys level 70? Did I misread the bounty? I think I did. Because the weapons I have will not kill level 70. Oops. 200% plus 100% passive strength out. Can't do the girly animation? What do you mean? I mean taking the cartwheel from her and putting it on other frames? Actually need to look at her. Oh, the breach search, right. Doesn't she do... That does not look that comfortable. So... That looks like that one kid from high school. He thinks he's ninja. Not sure what that is. Skin's alright. It's got that like Trinity thing going on the frame. Weird. True. Animation doesn't matter if you're invisible. Also true. Yeah, so I guess what I just chose was the highest level bounty without really thinking about it.
You are here to assist.
It was 40 to 60. So maybe it's not best for me to level here. I should just smash through it and then go to ESO, Hydron or whatever.
This moon requires
Still a bit of
curious
endless.
mind and a firm hand. It may not look like it now, but Deimos is rich in natural resources.
The only helmet ability I've tried so far is the parkour velocity one. Just put that on Nyx, consequence on,
You have a mind to go digging.
went jumping around the plains. It was a lot of fun.
Strip mining for resources can be accomplished in indicated zones. Begin processing when...
Oh boy! You gonna do it? There's gold in them there hills.
Scanning. Selecting subsurface resources. Excavation units unwrapped. Kindly assist in their deployment.
Really don't like flipping around. Not as annoying as Limbo yet, but much prefer it when it's just simple. Resonator speed vet is busted for endurance. Don't even need to move. I don't know what resonator is. Is that... Oh, you mean Octavia's 2 for crowd control? How can I move? It's a pretty good ability on her, so makes sense. I was kind of interested to try Gloom on her. So stupid that the excavators are split apart. That's how they've always been, right?
It's working again now.
Sonar Gloom Banshee. I feel like there's going to be a lot of super powerful combos. It's kind of weird coming back and finding a huge system like this and having the community already know everything. Like, I'm used to a new system being dropped and then working with the community to work everything out. It's kind of strange to be the odd one out. Grenade is stuck to me. So it looks like they do like slash procs in an aura. Slash damage in an aura. Interesting. Oof. Lit up by something. Down to our Castanas. Oof. Not the best damage in the world either. Farming a second Sevagoth is torture. I don't even have the first one yet. Not looking forward to farming another Nidus. If I could have another cell, that would be awesome. Imagine if the game actually spawned what you need to complete the objective. What a crazy world that would be. Didn't even have one. Deimos has had spawn rate issues for a while now. Again, I feel like until Steel Path, everything did. And now after Steel Path, it just makes everything else glaringly obvious how bad it is. How many of these flying guys am I going to have to kill before I get them? One shows I've got no ammo to kill it. He played a, how would I say, 5D chess move? I say, really? Find the excavators again?
I have detected a high concentration of resources in this area.
That's what I've used for lava.
Units for exploitation.
I feel like I just want to have everything, right? I think Nidus took a very long time for me to get. I don't remember who the worst frame was though. I think I still got magnetic on this thing. Range is not as good as I thought it was. Come on, game. Let's just snooze first. I find I'm always having ammo problems with this gun. I don't remember that being a problem either. Yeah, that creates a raid boss. The actual bosses they can control plays DPS with horrible spawn rates. Now, this enemy hitbox is too big for me to get to the cell. That did alright, didn't it? Not the big guys. Fucked up the little guys there. That. Wasn't I just complaining about now, am I? No.
An excavator reports. Mining sequence complete.
Get off. I feel like this place is really trying to annoy me. Hitbox is blocking me. Shitty spawn rates. Things grabbing me from behind. Stop. Like the one thing the Infested has going for it is swarm rate. Right? I love when you load into Steel Path and you look at... For some reason I thought he was an ally. Steel Path and you hit the start button on a survival and the whole minimap turns red. And that's for Grenier. That's how it should be in every Infested mission. Steel Path or not. It should never be like any kind of breathing room. So I think once I finish one round of this, I'm going to get out of here. This is an awful way to level with the spawn rate. Just going to do a few sanctuary runs. Get it maxed out.
Excavation of site complete. An excellent call.
If it gives me another excavation, I'm just leaving. I've done 3 in a row. Fuck that noise. Mutualist incursions? I don't really remember those. Get out of here. I was expected Infested to be a swarming entity, but it never was. Never was, but always should have been. Didn't max anything, did I? Of course not. That's where I did that endless bounty yesterday, and it gave me 3 different objectives. Kill the tumors, protect the corpus guy, something else. .250 latency. feel like this is not a good tile. This. I really liked doing this. I feel like if I was playing on my own, I would be in Hydron. I also feel like streaming Hydron is even less interesting than streaming Sanctuary. It seems like there's a lot of pathing that needs to be done by the enemies. Oh, visually? Yeah, fine. I think the ugliest tile set is Earth? Really? I quite like Earth. Least favorite tile set? I think the Derelict for me. I really don't like that tile set. I feel like it's probably less because of the way it looks and more because of how it feels to move through it. And I'm all about movement. So they've taken like a relatively clear tile set in terms of things to get caught on, and then they've just stuck with this infested shit on top that you always get stuck on. So it makes me very biased against it. I think Mars is the ugliest. I'd say Mars is worse than Earth. I'm not a big fan of Mars. Infested Corpus. Yeah. Corpus Ice Outpost. I like what they've done with the new ice tiles. They all look really good. I think I'm only seeing them in Railjack. Old raid tile in Sanctuary. I don't know what that is. So that reverses me in time. But why? What happens if I go through the portal while that's active? Hey, it's gonna take me back. Hey. Oh, crazy? I have no idea if that works or not. I just get dispelled, disrupted. Refreshes your energy spent during the duration, so you get free casts. Interesting. I'll have to go and read what else it does. I'm gonna mess around over there in the sim after I max her out. Try and work out what kind of stats I want. I don't know what that is on the back. There's a multiplier on there. Or damage per kill or something. It's another timer. Looks like it doesn't have 360 either. Guess that's based on range. Went up to 12 then, like a combo count maybe? I don't think it just killed 12 enemies. Maybe it did. Sentient ship tile set is going to be the best. That's not out yet. Seems weird to me that her one costs 75 energy, but it makes her other abilities free. They will cost less. I don't know if you can spam the shit out of her too, but set up an army of turrets. I don't think I have a problem with them updating the corpus. Updating the tile sets, rather. I feel like I'm at that point where there's just enough people chatting that I can't read everything. And then that makes me read a lot less, because I know I can't read everything. Kind of a weird phenomenon. If I'm reading everything, I won't be playing. That's annoying because I want to read everything. This is the tile I was fighting the sergeant in, I just realized. That's in Jupiter where you see the ropeless destroy shit is cool. I agree. You rarely see it when you're speedrunning it, but the first time through was pretty good. Well, I feel like the old towers definitely look old, right? So they needed a visual overhaul. You're saying that they should have just redone textures and stuff and not actually change anything structurally. So I don't know if that would have the same effect if they're wanting kind of set an overall view of the game, right? I don't want anything that looks obviously old and crappy. So I don't know if you retextured the old tiles, if that would be enough to bring it up to their like visual standards for everything else, right? They are very big, yeah. Scale is off. What's going to throw in here? Let me read what this does. Drops a temporal anchor which, after a short duration, rewinds to triggering a temporal implosion. Implosion damage increases. Implosion damage increases based on damage dealt between anchor drop and reroll. Okay. Got 15% damage. Was that the implosion damage itself? Rating lost or expended in that time is returned. Dying while anchor is active rewinds Protea to the anchor, saving her. Protea is knocked down and the anchor vanishes. Implosion damage increases based on damage dealt. So it does increase your weapons, but if you do damage, the implosion will then deal more damage when it expires. Pickups after a short delay. Health, universal pack, and then you only get one. 23% extra pickup chance. Deploys an artillery unit to blast plasma charges at enemies it faces. Each enemy hit increases the power of subsequent attacks, so that's what the thing on the back is. The firing arc, 130 degrees. Still 130 degrees. No, that's just based on rank. So I'm not max rank yet. Creates a slashing, staggering swirl of shrapnel. Holding it, reconfigures grenades to work as overcharging shield generators, protecting her allies, and companions. Woods break, satellite is destroyed to extend the period of environment. Okay. I want to hold that by changing it. There. Void is about as big as tiles should get. Yeah, I like the void size for sure. AR. Before they used to cram as much detail as they could into smaller spaces. You have a point with that. Seems like ever since they started doing open world stuff, they've just wanted everything to be massive scale. And the small ships and such. It's fine. Let's check our pet. Do anything there yet? Back to SO. I think I have an affinity for another few weeks actually. Protea 2 synergizes with Nidus Lava. So 2's the turret, makes sense. Pull everyone in. And you could always put lava on here, right? Space pig? Nice. Got a siren here. All about that. 3 XP. I like the feel of the turret at the moment. I don't know how well it'll scale, but there's one right here. I mean, there was 2 alive for a second there. I don't know if you can spam them or not. Duration doesn't seem that great. I know what to build to put on it. Yeah. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So far, Nidus and Sevagoth are the only 2 that I'm really interested in subsuming for abilities. Kinda OP. Turret scales decently. Add a friend, put raw, and run a turret build in steel path. Okay, so it does scale. Seems weird that the duration is so low. Synergizes really well with snare and proboscis sonus. Proboscis? Well, you spelled it wrong and I can't remember how it's spelled. Sabergoth Gloom is ridiculous on Banshee and Nyx. So what I really want is to find an ability to put on Nova's 1 that I will actually use. Yeah, the Sonos is great. Still have to level it more. I think I put 1 or 2 former into it. I'm going to max it out. I could go through that window, but no. We got a Volt and a Siren both DPSing out of their minds. It's the ideal scenario, really. Really just scales well since its heat and viral is so crazy now. Makes sense. Our Gunblade is max rank. And I don't really need to do anything here. Siren is definitely winning here. I thought Volt was doing a lot more than he is. Did that teleport to me? I keep thinking the map is saying enemies are down here for some reason. I can travel through there. Yeah, I really don't like tiles like this where Infested have just taken over. I don't think this is one of the worst for sure, but yeah, this one's not bad. I think the Plasma needs 34 to be max rank now. I guess we want to stay as long as Siren does, right? Protea is really the objective. And the downside is this place was already boring and now it's even more boring. Not really anything to do. I wanted to see her idle animation actually. Fancy. That should be shields, right? And I can't tell. Okay, now that one's stuck to me. Can't really tell which one I'm throwing. So I guess if you just hold it, then it's always the shield. I swear the way it was worded when I read the ability was hold it and it will toggle into shields instead. So I've got 78 next to everyone's name now. Entirely sure what that means. He's at 2100 overshield. My ability has expired, but he still has it. I really understand what's going on. And swapping options, yeah. I don't really understand what's going on at all. Okay. So you can have as many turrets up as the timer allows. Which is very short, but... Reconfigures grenades to work as overcharging shield generators, protecting her, allies, and companions. When shields break, a satellite is destroyed to extend the period of vulnerability. I feel like that's what I need to go to the wiki for, because there's a bunch of stuff that is just not said. Turrets are limited to 3, okay. Still better than 1. Quite like the turret animation, the casting animation. I think as an ability it's probably fine. I think an idea that had been floating around the community for a long time was a engineer warframe. So basically building and upgrading turrets. Oh. I always liked that idea. Like if the floor was your ultimate and you could adjust it with all your other abilities somehow. So this is obviously a very bargain basement variant of that, but the idea is solid. I guess being able to spawn 3 makes up for that a little bit. Looking stuff up on the wiki, who would need that? Yeah. Probably spent more time on the wiki than I have playing the game. By the time I get to the enemies, they're already dead. Oh, I'm max rank. Looks like everything's max rank. So this tile was great for affinity. Let's activate that. Spam all our energy away. Oh, 4 lasts much longer now. Heal my energy back. Carrots have punch 3. I assume that because they work with Nidus. Problem is that D are scared shitless of making an AFK frame. Yeah, I found it weird that they nerfed Ember the way they did and then they added Zaku with his 3. Basically the same thing, right?
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
What's wrong with Wukong? Not because of his 1. True. Avia, Umbra, Wukong. Umbra's alright because he can go into operator form. Have a look. This first. This needs another former, which it does. I'm at the point where I just need to make sure I don't fuck up. know if I had another V or if I should add a D for this. I guess this is guaranteed, right? But these, like, this isn't guaranteed. Wait. This isn't guaranteed, and this isn't guaranteed. I guess primed ravage will be. This is base damage, right? So it'd have ravage up here. Elemental Ward Nova tank is pretty good. Yeah, I could see that. I think I'll just throw a D on here for now. Just to be safe. I know it's staying. I have to put 5 former on this thing anyway. Get max rank. I do have 10 points though. That in there. I don't really think it's worth doing crit on this, right? That's fine, because I don't want to put another former on it. It's awful. Man, I don't really have many options, do I? I don't think I'll be able to kill anything with any of these. Camouflage time. Magnetic base. The D. I have a D on pistol, do I? Awful crit. Okay. This Viromagnetic can go in there for now. Strife, are we going to build for heavy attacks at some point? Killing blow. That's crit already, so yeah, killing blow. I think the only thing that's not on here. The hell is this? /60 status. Killing an enemy with a heavy attack grants 10% evasion and immunity to status for 2 seconds. Okay, that's fine. Seems like a decent mod. Surprisingly good for a common. So I guess just another V. Not going to put a primed number mod on there. Or former. Continue leveling that. I definitely modded this guy. Oh, maybe it all got taken off when I shielded him. That must have been it. That's already there. A V on there? I guess another D, because I'm definitely going to keep at least shields or armor, right? Probably both. You can go there. Got 8 points, so that can go there too. I have no idea if reach works with this. I'm not seeing any change over here, so probably not. Good for that. And then Protea herself. Dash and a V. They're pretty good. Let's go and mess around in the sim for a bit.
Well met, Master.
Wanted.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
Burton's been promising pets 2.0 for 18 months. I thought that got done before I left. Isn't that what he did with the mowers and stuff? Swap to this. So I can take this off without having to put it back on. Only a really small part of it. Sure. Believe him. So her one doesn't seem that important, right? Intensify there. Let's just spawn some high level stuff and throw a one at it, see what happens. Can't imagine it would be much. Maybe not 170. So I guess it's a crowd control. Lasts 20 seconds, so you could throw that on an objective and just troll them. I guess the damage isn't... It is damaging them, which is more than I can say for a lot of ones. That guy got fucked up. The bombards are getting destroyed by it, which is interesting. Some of them are. Maybe you can headshot with it or something. Don't really seem to have much control. Shield's definitely way better with the one on. What is damaging them? Do I still have slash grenades, or is it getting close to them that does it? So then I can go and walk through one that's on the floor and pick it up. The one does a surprising amount. The shields do a surprising amount for survivability. 3 seconds of shield gating, yeah. It's definitely noticeable. About to die. So I think the shield version of a one is fine. I guess the one's not supposed to be that powerful. So as a crowd control, a tap is okay. Don't think I'd ever use it for damage on anything. I don't know, there are definitely worse ones. So the damage goes up by strength. 775, 7.5. The strength does affect that too. Sense, duration obviously affects it. Efficiency. I don't know what the radius would do, just how Guess how close to the orbs you have to be to pick them up. Not super important. I guess better for teammates because then it's easier for you to throw onto them. So that benefits from everything to one degree or another. It's weird that you can't change the firing arc here. Like, why does it show that? I guess it just gives you the information, but you can't adjust it. So range obviously effects. Damage and duration. So she benefits from everything there. I guess strength affects the pickup chance. Duration of 45 seconds. You only have one at a time. So it spawns at 3, and then what? What's the point of having a massive duration? It only spawns 3. It's not doing anything else. Guess every now and then it just spawns something else. I kind of expected it to just continuously pour out, to be honest. Those 3 in the first 5 seconds, and maybe one more in the next 30. 2.0 really was just making dogs less bad to use. Well, they changed the incubation thing, didn't they? That was the main problem with them. Every time you wanted to swap a pet, you'd have to wait or pay. That's definitely my biggest problem. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to them putting in a bit more effort. Just waiting until this expires. I just noticed it comes from her back. It sits like where her coccyx is. Then when it expires, it returns there. 3 spawns things per what each client needs. So it's better in a group. Well, the duration... So I guess there's a 38% chance that it will spawn a 4th thing, is what it's saying. Or that it will spawn 2 energy orbs instead of 1. I guess that could be it. Just throw one more. So watch, when it expires, you'll see that her butt will go back to being orange coloured. I think that's neat. Let's see. 1 health orb, 1 ammo pack, 2 energy orbs. Health, ammo, 1 energy. It'll always spawn the 3, and then there's a 30% chance, based on strength, that it will spawn double. So it costs 52 energy. I'm actually curious how much those orbs give us. I'll get rid of all my energy. It's just a regular energy orb. So unless you get 2 or a energized prop, you don't get your energy back from using it. Can't really farm energy with her. I'm not very impressed with her 3, I will say. I think her 1 and her 2, solid. 3, probably not something I will use. Unless I actively notice I run out of ammo, I guess why not? Kind of curious how much ammo it gives you. After a short duration, Protea rewinds to triggering a temporal implosion. Implosion damage increases based on damage dealt between anchor drop and rewind. I think lost or expended in that time is returned. Dying with anchor while anchor is active rewinds to the anchor, saving it. It's knocked down and the anchor vanishes. So range affected by range. Everything affected by its relevant stat there. So I'm curious what kind of damage the 4 does though. What's up, Mark? Not taking into account efficiency. Well, I've got 130, right? It's kind of what I would expect most people to be using. So let's try putting an anchor there. Actually, we'll let him kill us as well. So it did 1% of this guy's health with 69,000 damage built up. So the damage is not great. Didn't really save me, did it? Let's do a bit of damage to make sure it's alive. So it doesn't give you even half a second of invulnerability, you just go back with 40 HP and that's it. If you get shot once, you're dead anyway. So I guess you want to have it hidden over here and then die and just get walked over to it. Okay. Can work. The ult is used to spam other abilities because you get energy back. Yeah. But the only abilities you would spam, and I guess you could spam one. Just about you 2 though. It's weird because I don't want the duration on F4 to be as long as it is if I'm only using it for energy recovery. It's also a very long reset timer. What do I have on this? Blast electric? Oh. A whole lot of fuck all. Okay, basically unmodded. Actually, the ability seems bugged because it does flash to original health and shields but then goes back. Maybe it's a bug in the sim. You can cast 4 again to snap back in time immediately. Okay, that makes it a lot better. guess you're also invulnerable while you're rewinding. So you can use the time to throw down a turret and just enjoy the invulnerability. I'd say the fact that you can tap F4 to cancel it doubles the usefulness of that ability for me. I still feel like I want a lot of efficiency. It kind of makes me feel like I want more than 130. Not sure if that's true or not though. Which is the... turret's based on the way you're looking too, which is nice. So you get all your ammo back too, right? Interesting. Tried to be cute and made a hybrid melee normal heavy attack build. We reset so heavy attack spam after 4. So you're saying, okay. That's what you mean. I'm not sure if I have brain power to remember to keep track of everything like that though. So would I build it up before going in actually? What happens if I drop? Still just get spelled. So you build the combo. Interesting. I'm pretty impressed with the turrets, I have to say. She kind of feels like super heavy. Kind of felt like the way Garuda did when she first came out, like a witch class, very cast heavy. Garuda's not quite like that now, but you just feel like you want to be casting all the time. Punch through is at least 5 meters on Blaze Artillery. That's crazy. So streamline plus this is 75. So nothing's channeling, so 175 is cap, right? Definitely better in a crowd. Off the turret damage. It's a very interesting frame, I will say. I'm having a lot of trouble justifying her 3. Everything else seems alright. Underage, probably not an option. No, I don't think so. I feel like I like her a lot more with maximum efficiency over anything else. So I feel like I want this for sure. The range... I mean, let's try turrets without range. 30 meters is still massive. That one doesn't need... Oh. That still had decent range for what it is. I guess I'm curious what these... radius here is. So I guess it's from this point to them. So getting probably 5 meters. I don't know if range does much to a 4. I guess the explosion damage. I don't think I care about the implosion damage very much. What's the strength multiplier on her second ability? The damage... Oh, 775. Damage per hit plus 100%. Just realized you got the plat. Yeah. I had a couple hours left. I just bought it. $110. 4,500. It'll probably last me for as long as I continue playing. 3 gives 2 NOF energy. What? What prevents energy use, so it's quite unique to see someone play with it. Play it with 175 efficiency. We would get rid of the 3. I don't feel like the 3 is very good. Like, I have Energize on here. Makes it better, and I still don't find it very good. So we stretch back on so I can test a little more. So I guess that would show in here, right? The radius is 7.25 versus 5, yeah. You wouldn't, because you're all about mobility. True. Very true. Even in an arena like this, I'm still fighting in the same area. So we'll start with max energy. Almost went down. Drop our 3. Do I keep energy if I pick it up while I'm like that? Knockdowns are very annoying. Oh. Yeah, I definitely go back to 42 health when I die. Not quite a fair test really, because I had Orbs are already on the floor. Oops. I don't like how casting her 1 makes you jump. I guess in an arena, it's okay. So if you're doing defense or maybe survival, it would be fine. Just don't know how much I would really use it. That's more than you get back even with max efficiency, unless you get lucky and get 2 orbs. Yeah, I think having energize is making it way better than it actually is. One way to use it is with equilibrium. First spawns a big health orb and then immediately gives a lot of energy. I guess we can just pick up this orb, right? 55 gives us 110 energy. That would make it a lot better for sure. And see how that would be useful here. Assumes you've taken health damage though. Although there is a mod you can put on a pet that lets you pick them up always, right? Let's take energize off and do this again. Typically pet mod is used, yeah. Start with full. Actually. Let's reset the sim so there's not orbs everywhere already. Where did you farm her parts? I don't even remember. Was it the bounties on Deimos? Memory's not good for stuff like that. Only comes from one place though. Do these turrets vanish? Oh no, they're only lasting 3 seconds because of my duration. Well, I didn't run out of energy at all there, so maybe that did make a huge difference. Random void. What the hell did I farm on Deimos that makes me keep thinking everything came from Deimos? Random void. I did spend a lot of time there. Maelstrom. Messing with Protea, trying to work her out. Let's do this again. I'll try that again without equilibrium. Turret's damage scales really well with duration. I mean damage per energy spent because they last longer. Start again. Am I new? No. I just took 2 years off and I'm back very recently. I'm new to a lot of these frames. Zaku comes from Deimos, okay. Came back after 2018. Yeah, so I played for 5 years, took 2 years off, I've been back for 2 weeks. So I hadn't played Zaku, hadn't done the Sisters, hadn't touched Protea or Saragoth or Sevagoth, whatever his name is. Plenty of new stuff that I new too. Creation is so nice that fleeting feels like heresy. Well, I really like having the efficiency. Let's try again, trying to make use of his 3. Without energize. I guess we have to reset sim though. I do mean turrets damage. More duration makes it so the damage can multiply. Okay, true. That does make sense. Ninja Beard is awesome. Game is amazing. It is pretty good. And well made. I don't want to have that running actually. Wait for that to expire. One for 2 years as well. What's up with 2 year breaks? Burnout, man. Takes a while to recover. Rude. Just waiting for Xeneric to wear off. Try that with 130 efficiency. So I guess instead of fleeting you could use Equilibrium, right? Keeps the duration, gives you more, technically more efficiency. I got knocked down because I died. Health. I guess I want to remember to cast her 1 to help with surviving. Go ahead and reset that. So you can definitely feel the efficiency hit. Take off bleeding. Let's try that again with Equilibrium on. Without fleeting. Maybe I can't fit that. The guy I just played Railjack with is so entitled. Let's do this. Got 3. Got 1. Some artillery going. Set. I guess the only problem with Equilibrium is you have to take health damage, and if you're using your 1 to buff your shield, that happens a lot less. Shit out of energy here. I just have no energy at all. Sort of weird getting sucked back in when you're not wanting it. Still needs the pet pickup. Let's throw that on. I guess we can put it on the guy that just won't die. Just take off his precepts. Vasca? Just don't want him proccing viral on everything. What's a synth mod, right? This one? Increase armor for companions by 100%. It's going on about how the host was bad and demanding to see the manager. And a warframe Karen. The thing that's weird about her ult is that since it resets your energy to what you had, it also affects energy you get while in ult. Yeah, so if you fill up energy while your 4 is active, then go back, you don't have that energy anymore. So you can waste orbs. That did make a pretty huge difference. Just vacuuming up all those energy orbs. The health orbs, sorry. That's very interesting. I feel like I like having that. So instead of fleeting, you run equilibrium. Which seems so weird. If you want to lose the energy you gain, you can cancel your 4 by holding. I have been cancelling it just by tapping it. There's no difference, right? I could have just tested there. Ah, okay. So if you tap 4, you rewind. If you hold 4, it just turns it off. Oh. Okay, I think we're going to keep equilibrium. Definitely. That lets me cast the way I want to with maxed efficiency without the hit duration. Then obviously energize here. It didn't even feel necessary based on that. I have that equipped anyway. Suspense is also strength related, so casting it at 100% for massive from passive also adds up. It's definitely a really weird frame to wrap your head around. So I don't think our armor's worth having another umbral mod on. So those two are good. Probably want stretch just to have some range. So I think these 5 guaranteed. Equilibrium will keep. So we'll get rid of that. So we want more duration, so I guess... Is duration the only thing I want? I don't really think I need flow. I guess you could have more strength as well. I don't think I need Hunter Adrenaline. Strength and duration. I don't really feel like I need more range. I don't feel like I need more efficiency now. I don't really feel like I need cast speed either, which is nice. feel like in a lot of frames I really want that and just can't fit it. I think she's weird. Try Lavos. I think he's my next goal. We'll be trying him soon. Well. First things first. Obviously I want that. So duration and strength. So I want Constitution. Faster knockdown recovery would be welcome. So that'll go in there. So we need a dash. Duration. Strength mods. I don't think I would want transient. Any other strength mods is secrets and power drift. So it could be that I put both durations here and then power drift in the Exilus. So the duration mod. So August Secrets, Constitution, Power Drift. That's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. I don't know if it's worth putting like Adaption in there. I mean, unless I was going to do Endless runs, I don't really think so. B. It's 13. Of course it doesn't fit. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'll end up with. I don't have time to do another run though, so we've settled on the build for now. Can't really imagine. I think Adaption's the only question mark, but I guess I could have that in place of 24% duration. I think I wanted to go and buy the other blueprint of these. Got that one, I need the other one. Let's go and buy that. Probably turn in whatever tokens I have. It's probably not many. I don't have time to farm more today. I feel like it's been a pretty productive day, which is good.
We are good friends. It's good to have good friends. Oh, be great. Do great things.
You and I have a chinwag.
14,000.
Very kind.
I don't really want to use the other ones because I feel like they're a lot harder to get.
Well, I'll be right here, gathering dust.
Mining isn't my only interest. I'm also interested in mining. See? I see you again, Chip.
I build some of that. I don't know if I've got enough. I think I've got enough to get Lavos started, right? Although I need Argon, so that's a tomorrow thing. There's gems. That? Pickaxe, obviously. I think I only need 6 of that. Do have enough. Confused as to why Vauban was showing up under trap, but I guess he creates deadly traps. Saved. So yeah, I need 2 Argon. Apart from that, I can get him building. Maybe I should do that now. Let's just go and do a quick void run and see if we get lucky. I'm gonna try it with Limbo so I can compare it. Compare it to Zaku. So for Chroma, always need Argon when you don't have it. And vice versa, yeah. This is my in-stream alarm. What was I farming the other day? It's just a capture, right? See if we can get 2 Argon. We'll get him started so that I can start his full build tomorrow at least.
Find our target and bring them to the extraction point.
Okay. On the map, but I can't get to him at the moment. Couldn't tell I was in the void there.
Excellent work. Your Terry, your part is done here.
There's 2 Argon. And now I could go through there. Finish this run, see if we get more. Not there. Another 2. It's probably more than I need. Not sure what I needed for Chroma. I got Chroma building, right? So I guess I don't need anything for him. Let's do the obvious spots on the way back.
We've decided you're a bad business.
That was good. I definitely think I prefer Limbo. Smash and crates, just because it's targetable. Sort of aim where your burst is going to happen. Kind of annoying going in and out of the void all the time, but not really that big of a deal because everything gets vacuumed along with you anyway. So I need to wait a minute. Build 2 more of those. Lavos can start. Build an aura former. In one of them. Transformer. So I guess I could get both formers going. I don't think I have all of Wisp's parts yet, do I? Oh, I've already got a building. Go ahead and do that, why not? 10 seconds to go. What? I completely spaced on his name? Lavos? What was I doing? Lapos? Yes, I was. Cool. Get that started tomorrow. This Master Alchemist effortlessly commands the elemental forces. Swap back to Protea so I remember what I was doing. And I'm going to end stream. Be back tomorrow, same time. Thanks for hanging out. See you later.